Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my car. I am actually on my way to get my eyebrows microbladed, which I am so excited about, so I thought I would bring you guys with me. I'm going to a place called Brow Love Beauty, which is located in Orland Park, Illinois, which is just outside Chicago, so if you're in the area, I will have their information linked down below. But how this kind of all happened, I won a contest through their Facebook page to get some free microblading, so don't think that I'm getting this for free because I'm doing this video. I actually won the contest, and then I contacted the owner. Her name is Jennifer, and I asked if it would be okay to film, and she said that it would be okay to film it. So that's what we are going to be doing today. I am so excited. I've been wanting microblading done on my brows for quite a while now. This is what my natural brows look like. I haven't touched them, like plucked them, tweezed them, anything in about 2 or 3 weeks. I think close to 3 weeks now at this point. So this is what my natural brows look like. This one is okay. There's a little bit that I want done to it, but this one, I mean, they're quite different, as you can see. This one needs quite a bit of work. All right, sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder here to make sure that I'm in focus. But what I want to do, I think, and of course Jennifer will tell me, you know, what the best route for me to go is. But I think, you know, a little bit on the top here and fill in a little bit because it's a little sparse, a little bit patchy, and then here in the front. But this one needs, sorry, how do I keep going out of focus? All right, this actually I think is a better view of my brows here. This one here is a lot more patchy, as you can tell. I definitely going to need some down here, I think, and then of course on the top, and the tail needs a lot of work as well. So we're just gonna go and see what she has to say. And I've looked at a lot of her work on her Instagram page, and I really like what she does. She keeps the brows very natural, which is definitely the look that I'm going for. Just a little bit more fullness, a little bit more even from side to side is what I'm looking for. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I'm so excited. Here it's gonna hurt a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I actually have a tattoo on the top of my foot, which I've heard is like the most painful place to get a tattoo, so I think I'm prepared for this. So yeah, let's get going. So we are here with Jennifer from Brow Love Beauty. So you just want to tell us a little bit about what microblading is and what the procedure is.
Okay. So microblading is semi-permanent tattooing of the eyebrows, where you deposit ink into the first layer of the skin, and we make hair-like strokes. So the point of it is to blend in with your natural hair, and even if you don't have hair, the strokes make it look very natural. So from afar, people think that you have hair, and so the whole point of microblading is to fill in any scars, missing hairs, or even just to give you a better shape, bolder, fill it in. So microblading is a good option versus the old tattooing to where it looked a little fake.
Right, yeah.
So microblading, it's more natural. So
yeah, I've looked at a lot of your Instagram photos, and I think you do a really good job. They're really, really natural looking, which is what I'm looking for.
That is my personal goal with microblading, is to make it look as natural as possible, so people really can't tell that you've had it done. So
perfect.
Give you, you know, your dream brows. That's what I'm here for.
And how long does it last? Because it's semi-permanent, right?
It's semi-permanent, so there will be some fading. So from your first appointment, you need to come back in 4 to 6 weeks for your touch-up. And then after you get your touch-up, it should last anywhere from a year to 2 years. Okay. Depending on your skin type and depending on like kind of what products you use on your face could fade the pigment a little more.
Sounds good. And then pain-wise, how painful is this going to be? Is it like a regular tattaoo or no?
So there is some numbing. It's just a little discomfort, I would say.
Totally worth it though.
Totally worth it. Not as bad as I think people think it's going to hurt. I use 2 different numbing creams, so I start out with one and then I put another one on during the process to kind of numb you some more.
Sounds good.
It's not that bad.
All right, sounds great.
Thank you.
done with my appointment. It went really, really well. These are my brows now, and they're really, really awesome. I think Jennifer did an amazing job. Sorry, I keep looking back because I think my husband is just about to get home with my son from school, and I just hit you on the window. I'm sorry. Anyways, I think she did a really, really great job. They are quite bold, and I really like them. She did say that they are going to fade within the next couple of days, so they're not going to look like this. And then I do have another appointment in a few weeks to just kind of do a touch-up if we need to. But yeah, I think the overall experience was really amazing. Jennifer is awesome. She was so professional. She totally knows what she's doing. And doesn't she look like Emily Blunt? I just thought she was so cute. And then so the actual experience was maybe a little bit more painful than I thought it was. It was definitely doable. And there was this scratching noise. I'm not sure if it would come across on the camera or not, but there was this scratching noise every time she, put a little stroke in that was kind of like, almost like nails on a chalkboard, really. That was probably the worst part. And my eyes did water. I wasn't like actually crying, but it just kind of a natural reaction. My eyes just kind of started to water. And then I did feel like I had to sneeze almost the entire time. But for me, whenever I pluck my eyebrows, I always feel like I have to sneeze. So that was totally normal. I really did kind of expect to feel that way just because when I pluck my eyebrows, I feel that sensation anyways. But yeah, I do think she did a really good job, but she was really, really thorough. And when we thought we were done, I sat up and we're like, no, this one did need a little bit more work. So we went back and she did a few more strokes. I sat up again and we're like, no, now this one needs a little bit more on the top now. So she was, like I said, really, really thorough, wanted to make sure that I was absolutely 100% satisfied, which I am. I think my brows here look really, really even. It's hard looking in the viewfinder, but yeah, from the mirror, they look so much more even, which was definitely one of my goals for this experience. But yeah, overall, I am super, super satisfied. I will, of course, be going back, like I said, in about 4 weeks to do the touch-up. Oh, and I think the color match is amazing as well. Let me kind of zoom you guys in so you can see my brows a little bit better. But yeah, the color match I think was really, really good. Let me get in the light so you can see a little bit better. But yeah, I think the color is awesome. It was a really, really cool toned color, and she had the darker and the lighter. And we were kind of thinking that maybe the lighter one was going to be too light, but we decided to go with that one first because we can always go back with the darker one at the touch-up if we needed to. But I think that is a perfect color. I really, really like how that looks. I think if I went with the darker, it would just be way too crazy. But let me just give you one last look at my brows here. So yeah, that's what they look like. That is incredible. Like all of this, that's not real hair. It is just ink. So yeah, I am so impressed. I loved the experience. They are pulling in, so I gotta go. Hey guys, so it has now been a few weeks, or probably close to a month, since I first did my initial microblading appointment, and last week I went and got my touch-up done, so I thought I'd come on and show you what the finished product looks like. And you guys, I could not be more pleased with how these turned out. I just am absolutely obsessed with my brows. I have nothing in my brows right now, no color, no gel, nothing. So this is what we are working with now, and I am so pleased with them. I think they look amazing. I didn't film when I was at my touch-up appointment, but it went pretty much the same as the first appointment. It was just a little bit shorter. Everything got done a little bit faster. At the first appointment, the thing that took the longest was actually the mapping out of the brows, and Jennifer didn't have to do nearly as much the second time around, just because she knew kind of what shape I liked and how everything was going to go based on what my brows looked like at that point. So we did do a little bit of mapping, but not nearly as much. So then she went ahead and numbed me up, and we got right into the microblading pretty soon after I got there. And these are the final results. Like I said, I am just so pleased with them. They look amazing. Oh, and one other thing too that was different from the first appointment, we used a different color ink. Now you'll remember from my first appointment that she put the 2 different colors on my forehead. We ended up going with the lighter color because I was really scared that that darker color was just gonna look too cartoony on me when all was said and done. And when she first did it with the lighter color, when she first put it on, I thought it was like a perfect match. But as the brows started to heal, I realized that that color really was a little bit too light for me. So we ended up going with the darker color at my follow-up appointment, and I'm really happy that we did. I think this color is amazing, and I'm really happy though too that I did start out with the darker color, or start out with the lighter color, because going darker is much easier than going lighter in case that darker color had been too dark. So if you're considering microblading for yourself, know that you can use 2 different colors at each different appointment. So maybe start out with the lighter one if you're on the fence between 2, and you can always go darker at the second appointment if that's something that you decide that you want to do. But yeah, I think they just absolutely look amazing. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can get a real close look at the brows. All right, sometimes when I zoom in, and I think it's starting right now, I kind of turn a little bit orange. So I apologize about that. It's just the settings on my camera. And I am looking at my viewfinder right now just to make sure that I'm staying in focus and everything. But this is what the brows look like, you guys. Again, I have nothing in my brows, no gel, no pencil, nothing. And this is what they look like. Tonight, right before I made this video, I did go ahead and tweeze a little bit just to shape them up. But yeah, that is the brow that I am working with right now. Here's the other one. They're phenomenal. She did such an amazing job. I really can't recommend Jennifer enough. She was just so professional, so amazing, and like, I mean, obviously the work speaks for itself, I feel. So if you're in the Chicagoland area and you're looking to get microblading done, definitely check out Brow Love Beauty. I think you'll be really, really happy with the results. She can take something like my brows, which I did have brow hair to begin with, and just kind of shape them up. And she can also take somebody who has absolutely no brow hair at all and give them something absolutely beautiful. She posts all the time on Instagram, so definitely check that out. I'll have it linked down below, but she posts all the time. I'm just always so amazed at the results of her clients, because I've looked through the hashtag microblading on Instagram, and some of them I'm like, oh gosh, I hope they didn't pay too much because they just don't look quite right. And obviously that is personal preference, but I don't think I've seen a brow look from Jennifer that I don't like. So I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to touch on. Oh, as far as healing goes, the brows did peel a little bit and they did get a little bit scabby, but nothing bad. And they're, you know, a little bit over a week out from the second appointment. You know, they're very, very smooth now. There's no bumps like there was maybe 3 or 4 days ago. So they did heal up pretty quickly, which is awesome. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. If you guys have any questions regarding microblading, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. Again, I'm not the person that did this. I don't know much about microblading, so I will answer what I can. But I'm sure Jennifer over on her Facebook or her Instagram would be able to answer more questions for you as well. And again, if you're in the Chicago area, please go ahead and take a look at her stuff, because you will be amazed. I promise you, you're going to want to book an appointment with her as soon as you see all of her stuff. But please go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. I post all sorts of different kinds of beauty videos right here. We can also connect on Instagram. My stuff will be linked in the description box as well. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!